longer. But even starting up the computer now is just gotten ridiculous. It's an SS. It's actually both. Yeah, it's 500 SSD, 500 clicky drive. Copy. No, it used to start up literally 15, 20 seconds. And it's an old, 2014 piece of crap. And okay, everything's just smashing now. Now that I've got Solons all done. If anyone wants to jump in, oh, I still got the YouTube going in the background like a dumbass. It's been one of them days. And actually, I think I can do the. Why can't I do the? Oh, because it's. Oh, I'm on my live channel while I'm signed in on the other channel. Ah, boy. Never ends. Sign in as live instead of regular just llama. Where the hell's switch account? Switch account right here. So what's everyone up to tonight? What is life up to? Get rid of this chat, pop this chat out. Now I should be able to do like those guys were doing. And where's the little thingy? Isn't there a little thingy? Command V. Pin message. There we go. All right, that's done. That Zolons, and now everything's good. What's up, Mika? And Chris Travis, and Travis Stamper, and Michael, and Non-Fam, and I'm not muted anymore, right? I was muted before because I was on both streams and it was driving me nuts. I can't. I'm too old. Anyway. No, I had it. Yeah. I had it muted because I was still on his stream and too many audio sources for my old ass brain. Anyway, somebody come hang out. I was playing with Blender most of the afternoon, evening. I'm trying to learn how to sculpt in Blender. Bourbon time's good. I should have gotten a rum and coke before I started. Actually, I had a drink last night. I had a couple of rum and cokes last night. I don't eat any tonight. Don't really need it anyways. So anyway, what's everybody else up to on this crappy ass cold rainy night? It's 32 degrees out. I think I'm supposed to get rain and snow and crap tomorrow. I better look because I don't even have the snow shovels out of the garage. Let's share the screen and you guys can all see my weather forecast. Hold on. What's up, Glenn? From Alabama. We all call it Llama's drink time. No, I don't drink that much. Honestly, I drink the last like 10 times I've ever drank was on stream. Oh, look at that. Snow and rain and crap. Where's the big snow? We're supposed to get like really bad snow tomorrow or Wednesday. 10 day. Tomorrow, mostly sunny. Yay! Yep, Wednesday and Thursday is all the snow. We're supposed to get like a foot or something. But I don't see us really getting all that much right here. Because putting off working on the printer? Why? Working on the printer is half the fun. See where I'm pinpointed? I'm like right on the water here. Even though that's not really right. I live over here. Like right. Right here. Like right there. That's my house. It's right about over here. And this is all, they don't show it, but this is all water. I mean, it's swamp and water, and it comes up and around my house. Blah, blah, blah. Where we're so close to the sound, because Long Island protects us. There's a lot of salt in the air. So even when it does snow, it melts as fast as it comes down because of the high salt content in the air. Unless it's really cold. And it's just now below freezing. And it's supposed to be right at the brink. So I have a feeling even if we get a foot of snow, it'll be gone the next day. Uh-oh. Did I lose audio? Something happened. I think I lost audio. Is it still connected? It says it is. It just clicked out because there's no sound in the background. I went into silent mode. Yeah, I know. There's none in my end anymore. Let's look at some YouTube. Twitter. I don't get the whole heated emblem. Where's everybody? Somebody hop in here. The link's right here at the top. See right here, you just click on that and it pops you in. If you didn't already know. And so you can help me out by buying some freaking t-shirts. I'm going to be really screwed in about a month. If you guys haven't seen this thing, you have to see it. This is so funny. And I got to stop it because you have to watch it with audio, and I don't think the audio will play through. I know it won't. But you have to watch this. You can actually go to this Nick's guy, and it'll blow it up so it's a little bigger. Nope, stop. Because I don't want you guys to see it until you just watch it with the audio. You have to have the audio. The audio makes it. You have to watch that. It is funny. Yeah. Okay, nothing good in Facebook. Goodbye. Stop the screen sharing. So, yeah, it's a little chilly here. My hands are cold. It's It's only 66 degrees in my room. I don't have the heat on. I should probably turn the heat on. Probably should turn the heat on. Don't really want to turn the heat on, but I probably should. So anyways, what are you all up to? We need more people in here besides me blabbering at myself. Put on more shirts. No, actually, the biggest problem for me is I have to heat the house for my mother. And if I keep my room cold, because like 65 doesn't bother me. I mean, I'm a little chilled right now, but it doesn't bother me that much. You know, I put on an extra pair. I put a long sleeve shirt if it really started bothering me, or a sweatshirt. Big deal. But my mother likes it like 75, 80 degrees. And if I don't heat this room, the other rooms heat it and end up costing more. So I always try and keep this like 65, 70 degrees in here so it's not drawing heat. I do have all my doors have spring hinges on them. I got headphones on because the StreamYard's cancellation, audio echo cancellation hasn't been working so great lately. I've been getting really bad echo by using the mic. So I've had to use headphones the last couple of times. I don't know why. They're probably playing with something, trying to fix something or change something, and I don't think they realized it. And it could be YouTube, it could be StreamYard. I'm pretty sure it's StreamYards because I think StreamYards does all that first before they send the packet off to YouTube. So I'm pretty sure it's StreamYards, considering it's a StreamYards echo cancellation. But it fades in and out, and all of a sudden I start getting wicked like reverb / echo. Yeah, it's no big deal. I just don't wear them because why wear them if you don't need them? And the mic on it. If this mic would work good, this has a built-in mic. If it was decent, I would use it all the time. But this mic totally smokes these things. These things, if I put them on, it sounds like I'm talking to a 1970s like intercom. They're terrible. And it's kind of funny because if I link them to my phone, that's what these are actually made for. They're made to link, to a phone or an iPad for an office, to use as they're office headsets. They're JBLs, but they're not like anything fancy. I think they were $30 or $40. They're cheapos. The sound quality is pretty good in them. But I've actually been using them a lot to listen to, as I've been learning Blender, been trying to do it. I've been watching YouTube videos to like I'll get somewhere and can't figure something out or something's not working the way I expect it to. So I'll go watch a YouTube video, and I've been using them for that with the iPad. So I watch the video on the iPad and use the headphones. That way I can, draw and work in Blender at the same time and still see the video. And it's just clearer. I don't get like background noise. It makes me concentrate on it more. And, I'm old. That's my answer to everything these days. It's an excuse that I can use, and I'm going to use it because I can. Damn it. I'm old, and I'm going to use it for all the excuses I want. Tinkercad. Honestly, I still to this day use Tinkercad for editing STLs. If I have an STL and I can import it if it's low enough poly count, and I can import it into Tinkercad with the STL. I'll use Tinkercad to edit an STL. It's way faster and easier than using Fusion or anything else. Although I did do a couple of imports into Blender. That's one of the other reasons I wanted to use Blender. And Blender's pretty snappy and pretty nice with the STL, so I might start doing it with that once I learn that. I'm trying to learn sculpting because I'm really not liking ZBrush. I know a lot of people love ZBrush. It's really, really a good piece of software. It absolutely is. It's just I'm more of a, if I start doing art, I have to be able to do the art. I have to be able to think on what I'm doing. I have to be able to just grab a piece of clay and start molding it if I'm sculpting, or take a pen and start painting if I'm painting, or whatever. I need to be able to just do it. I don't need to think about the 8 million different controls I got to adjust. And Blender's there's still a lot of controls, but a lot of them I can set and leave. Where ZBrush, you're constantly going in and out and going back and forth between the dyno meshing and when to use this, and it just, I wish they'd left Sculptris. Sculptris was awesome. Yes, it was very basic. The thing about Sculptris is when I did really fine detail, it increased the poly count right where you painted, and that's it. If you zoomed in, you got even more detail. But you didn't have to make the whole thing high poly count. It would do just that area. And they imported a lot of the function of Sculptris into ZBrush, but it's not the same. It doesn't work as well. You still have to think about all that other crap, which I was hoping they'd get, because when you want all that detailed crap, it's great. It works. It works awesome. ZBrush is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I've been using, ZBrush Core, which is, it's as good as ZBrush. I know, again, you'll get all the people that use ZBrush go, no, it's not the same. It's not the same. But it's only the super high-end features, which I'll never use, that it's missing. The weird crap I'll never use. You have to think about it too much. You have to think about the controls, and you're not thinking about the art. You're thinking about the controls, and that drives me nuts. Sculptris, I just opened it up and, started drawing and stretching and pulling, and it was literally like working with clay. You grabbed it and you pulled and you stretched and you made it work. And it just worked. I don't know why. And now they have that ZBrush Mini or whatever it is, which is free. Awesome. Good for them. Yay. It's free. Anybody can use it. But it's like half as usable as Sculptris was. Sculptris is way more usable than that. That's got like 4 brushes. Sculptris had like 6 or 8. Plus it had all the decimating features. It had, brushes that allowed you to raise or lower your poly count just by using a brush. You could do the whole thing. The ZBrush Mini is just like a downgrade from Sculptris. I think they did that deliberately to make you buy ZBrush Core or ZBrush. Because Sculptris, once you learn Sculptris, you didn't have to learn it. That's what was good about it. You could just, as long as you had a pen tab, you could just paint with it and go. What's up, Viking? Didn't even see you pop in there. How is Shane not wrenched? You've been spinnerized. Travis has been here for a while. Non-fam, he's been here for whatever. Who's Mika? How do I know you? I know your name. You're an Australian, aren't you? I can tell because you get the little. I am painting walls at 3:30 a.m. Yeah. Why are you painting walls at 3? Oh, because you're a vampire. I keep forgetting. That's why you do things so late at night. You're a vampire Viking. Have you moved yet? Have you even started moving your crap? I think you should hop in here and do a quick, with your phone, and do a quick scan of the apartment if you're in the new apartment so we can all see it. Because all we ever see is your dirty ass clustered up old one. And crap. It is a little chilly. My hands are actually starting to get cold. My hands never, I shouldn't say my hands never get cold. They get cold like when I'm shoveling snow, but just sitting around, my hands usually don't get cold. No getting stuff done. What's up, Dan? Dan, hop in here. We need somebody that can chat as much, at least, as I can, because I'm getting bored of listening to myself already. Are you back to work, Dan? You're back to work already, right? Did you have to wait another week or something, 2 weeks before you go back and all that crap? Re-downloading a file. Screw that downloading crap. You don't need to download anything. It hasn't even been 2 weeks, though. Don't you have to wait 2 weeks and all that crap? Or do you just go get another COVID test? Great info from the bunch. Wow. He really doesn't know us well, does he? I'm kidding. Yeah, I don't blame you. I just thought you had to do the whole 2-week thing, or I know around here we're getting ready to shut everything down again. I mean, they're talking about doing it just for Christmas vacation anyway, so they're talking about just doing it a week early, because Connecticut, this is the worst Connecticut's been since the whole pandemic started, and it's mostly school, children and parents and stuff are our highest increase in COVID cases around here. Connecticut was the best during the summer. We had 0 because we had real strict, you have to wear a mask, no school, no bars open, no nothing. And August, September, I think they opened the bars up and the hairdressers and all that crap. And we had a little spike when that happened. I mean, it's going to happen, but it wasn't terrible. But ever since school started, we've been going up and up and up and up. Well, that's because you guys are actually smart and didn't have a moron who made a worldwide virus a political thing and actually did what was needed in Australia and New Zealand. And New Zealand's all the COVID. What? That was last year. They're all open and normal almost. You guys are pretty close too, aren't you? Because they actually, made people do stuff instead of going, oh, this is political. I have the right to not wear a mask. I'm sorry. At this point, if you're one of those that says, I don't have to wear a mask, that's my right. You're a freaking moron. I'm sorry. I'm just done with it. Anyway, no more political BS. No more COVID BS. That's the end of that. Not going to talk about that no more. Done with it. So anyways, yeah, I mean, whatever. Just wear it. Even if you don't agree with it, just wear it. It's not hurting you in any way, shape, or form to wear the thing. So get over it. Yeah, we actually have fines now. Connecticut went to last month. We went to a $500 fine if you enter a public store or bar or anything without a mask on. It's like $500. And the whole I have the right to not wear one because of medical reasons is absolute crap. If you can't wear a mask because of your lung or breathing issues, you're 99% likely to be on oxygen anyways. Because I'll tell you right now, I have lung and throat issues, lots of them, bad ones, and I can wear a mask. It bothers me. It's not going to kill me. I don't like it, but I still do it. And I don't feel like I'm going to die. Anyway. Well, I have like 12 or 13 lung punctures from car accidents. My ribs went into my lungs. Plus, I have a throat restriction. Plus, I have an esophagus damage. And my mucus glands all got hacked up. Plus, my nose has been rebuilt, like beyond reality. My nose has been completely ripped off my face, like literally ripped off my face and sewn back on. I have more breathing problems than the average everyday person, and I can wear a freaking mask. Anybody can wear a mask. If you can't wear a mask for medical reasons, you're probably already wearing a mask with a tube and an oxygen tank attached to it. I'm sorry, I'm just done with the whole, well, I have the right to not wear a mask. Just give me a break with it and just wear the thing. Stop whining about your rights. Oh, it's a political control. Yeah, the whole world. The Democrats have taken over the whole world and made coronavirus a thing. I don't know. Anyway, done. Not talking about no more coronavirus crap. Don't want to hear it. Why did they delete your message, Dave? You never say anything. Oh, that can stay on there. Why can't... I'm going to add you as a moderator, too, and then it won't even try and... I don't see what you were doing that. It was... I see nothing with that post, Dave, that it should have blocked. Oh, because you had 4 emojis. Oh, seriously? Here, let's repost Dave's funny post. That's actually Dave's post. That. Yeah. Well, I just made you a moderator, so it won't do that anymore. Who's Glenn? We'll make him a moderator too. And Mika, we'll make him a moderator too. Yeah, I mean, I am saying that right? Mika? Or is it Micah? It's Mika, correct? I'm really terrible at the English language, let alone any other language, so. Yep. If anyone I don't get the whole... You're a mod. No, yeah. If someone abuses being a mod, I can just unmod them. It's not like a big deal to me. If everyone's a moderator, no one's a moderator. No, because you'll still get the... although I haven't had one in a while. I used to actually get one almost every stream. Get one of these, porno kids that would come on and start talking about, every other comment had like porn reference in it, and they just try and take you off, and I'm just like, delete, don't even like acknowledge them. The little trolls, we don't like the little trolls. That's funny because there was a girl I used to live with for a short time. She was the girlfriend of my roommate in Florida. They were both Australians. or she was Australian and he was English, actually, I think, or Scottish. Anyways, that's where I got Smashing from. The two of them used to say Smashing, but her name was Micah, I think, and it was Mieka. Mieka, and she said it, pronounced it Micah. Yeah, I don't. Whatever. So, anyways, I need people in here. That's why I started getting on that stupid coronavirus, stupid side thing pissed me off at myself because I got nothing to talk about. So somebody come in here. Dave, jump in here. What are you doing? Aren't you doing something are you building little mini computers or something cool? Little antique throwback retro computers. Something interesting besides just me babbling away. Because I'm already getting tired of listening to me babble. I babble. I was trying to print a print today, and after 4 failures, I gave up. Oh my God, Dan, you got competition. Well, smash the like button. Like the smash button. It's usually Dan saying. Oh my God. Yeah, I've been trying to print this. I don't know if you guys know. Now I can't even think of his name. Gosh darn it. Accounting. What? What is accounting? You've been accounted for. Yeah, accounting's not good, Dave. You poor thing. What's up, Bob? Paperwork makes the world go around. Unfortunately, the modern world, yes. And actually, no, paperwork doesn't make the world go around. Paperwork keeps the world going around. People doing stuff actually makes the world go around. The problem is if there wasn't paperwork, it wouldn't go around, it would go sideways. So I guess it does keep the world going around instead of going sideways. All right, I'll give you that, Bob. Oh, crap. It's only been a half an hour and I'm already tired of listening to myself. Yeah. Dave is a multitasking maniac. He is very good at doing lots of little things. Brave enough to print TPU on your Ender 3? Yeah, you can generally, it's a short enough path. If you go slow enough, you can print TPU. A lot of people print TPU on Ender 3s without an issue. At all. I mean, they just print normal. I print TPU with my PLA settings. I literally don't change a thing for TPU. I shouldn't say that. I do cut the fan down. With TPU, I usually leave the fan off until like the 5th or 6th layer, just so it's got a nice adhesion to the bed. Other than that, it's my PLA settings. I don't know why people have problems with a direct drive. No, all of mine are direct drive. I can't stand. Yep, retractions and everything. But I have all direct drives. I'm not using a Bowden tube. So it's neither here nor there. And when I say direct drive, it's a true direct drive. It's not a, motor mounted really, really close to the extruder. It's actually a direct drive. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, those Ender 3 kits look awesome, where, you can mount the Bondtech head or whatever right above the extruder. It's, you use the original Ender 3 hot end, and then there's a little, like, 2-inch or 1-inch tube, and then the extruder. But you're still ending up with a 4 to 6-inch long, filament path. That thing, the Omnia Drop, I don't think it's an inch. It's not. It's not an inch. And the Hemera is just an inch. It's just over an inch. Yeah, direct drive's just so much better as far as I'm concerned. You do have to slow your printer down if you care about, ghosting and stuff. But everything else, your retraction, stringing is so much easier to tune out. I mean, it's just way easier. You have more adjustability in temperatures because of stringing. Like I like to crank up the temperatures a little high so I get a little better layer adhesion, which you can't do if you're trying to use a Bowden tube, because otherwise you can. I mean, you can, you just get more stringing. Where with a direct drive, you get much less stringing at higher temperatures because it can suck it back out. Not that it actually sucks it out, but you know what I mean. I have learned to slow it down. I used to always be in the mindset of, the faster the retraction is, the better it is. And I used to do like 60 and 70 millimeters a second retraction speeds. And I'm actually getting a lot better results with like 45, 50, depending on the hot end. Like I do 45 on that. I think I'm doing 50 on that. No, doing 50 on the Hemera and 45 on the Omnia Drop. But the Omnia Drop, I'm actually, even though it's a shorter tool path, I'm having to do a longer retraction, and I don't know why. I actually do a full millimeter retraction with the Omnia Drop. I'm only doing a 0.7 with the Hemera. Although at 0.7, the Hemera is still getting some stringing. Only on extreme cases. Like if I do a lot of small spears together, I get some stringing. If I'm doing if it does a print and then retracts and moves over and does a big area, I don't get any stringing. But if it's a little itty bitty thing, I think it's the length of retraction or length of print before retracting or whatever, so you don't end up retracting too many times and getting a jam. Not positive, but I believe that's it. Yeah, I do a 1 millimeter retraction on the Omnia Drop and like 0.7-ish, depending on what I'm printing with the Hemera. The Ender 5, you might be a little. That's what I have. Like, I like the Ender 5 a lot. I've recommended a lot of people. They're like, I want to get a starter printer. I see this Ender 3. It's awesome. I like, yes, the Ender 3. I don't care. I'm not a big Creality fan. The Ender 3 is a decent printer for the money. You're getting a cheap printer, but with just a little bit of work, you can leave it completely stock and learning to tweak. And if you got somebody, I'll help them out to the extent, point them to where to get. I mean, there's enough pre-made slicer profiles that you can just download a slicer profile and not know anything about how the printer works for the first time and get halfway decent prints out of an Ender. But I like the box frames better than bed slingers. I just do. I think the whole bed slinger thing is obnoxious. The problem with the Ender 5 is, one, it's kind of big. You have the motor there that you're carrying. The X motor is carried by the Y. And then you add the additional motor of the extruder. If you go to direct drive, you got a buttload of weight going back and forth on that one motor. So if you do direct drive, now this is just my opinion. I don't have a way of testing it because I don't have one. But I would probably put either a bigger motor in or slow your printer down with an Ender 5 with a direct drive. because you're carrying a lot of weight back and forth on the Y carriage with two motors being pulled around by one. But the one thing I don't like about the Under 5 in stock with a Bowden is that even though it's the same size bed, you have a longer Bowden tube because for one, they're mounted like halfway down the frame or something, aren't they? It's like, why not bring it up the top and cut the tube shorter? But whatever. The tube on the Under 3 is just the length of the X because, it's on the edge of the X bar. The extruder goes back and forth. It's only got that little bit of movement. Where on the Under 5, you have to not only do the X, but the Y with that Bowden tube. So it ends up being a bit longer because it has to be able to do both. Which I think they put it in the middle of the frame, don't they? Or is it just on one of the upright legs? But I do like the bed. I like bed droppers over bed slingers in general. Not that there's really any. Just like not swinging the print itself back and forth as much. If you're doing something tall and skinny, it is in the middle of the frame. Well, it just makes it so you can have the Bowden tube a little bit shorter. But it's way down the frame, too. They tell you to put it like halfway down the leg, right? Which never made sense to me. Unless they're thinking it's just because you don't want it like way up at the top and it coming out and doing a sharp bend and then sharp bend back into the extruder. I mean, if you look at mine, that's why I originally did this way, because I had it Bowden. And, it went up and over. But, oh my God, I ended up with like a 1600 millimeter long Bowden tube. I was like, yeah, no, that ain't working. Which is, it's Core XY, so you don't want a direct drive because you don't, the whole point of the Core XY is it's a lightweight head you can swing around. But then you end up with this stupid long Bowden tube, which makes print and fast kind of not work well. So that's why I love that Omnia drop. If you're doing Core XY at this moment in time, and I know there's a couple that are coming out that might change that, but at this moment in time, that Omnia drop is the best option for a direct drive Core XY that I have seen. Now, I have a feeling the Bondtech one is going to be close. And that BQ little thing, for all everyone busts on it, the Big Tree Tech printer there with their mini Hemera, which it's a mini MK8. It's not really a Hemera. It's an MK8. It just works. That is right, Matty Jake. Jakey Matt. What's up, Long Island dude? You ready for the snow Wednesday? You guys are going to get some too, aren't you? Or are you getting all rain out there on the island? You should be getting some snow. Actually, you might get more snow because you're not just south of me. You're actually west of me, too. You're closer to the city. You're like you're more than halfway down the island, right? You're actually closer to the city than you are to either of the points, right? Because I guess the New York City is like where it's really gonna. Yeah, that's what they're talking about here too. It's about a foot, which I'm really not ready for. I am not at all ready for a foot of freaking snow. Yeah, it just went below freezing again now. It's 31 degrees out. And it's only 66 in here. It's still 66 in here. Just dropped because it was 33 when I started this stream a half an hour ago, 45 minutes ago. It was 33 degrees out. Now it's 31 out. I should probably turn the heat on. It's been raining all day. Matter of fact, I think it's raining now. Sounds like it. Oh, so there is life on Mars. There is life on Mars. I know there is. I believe there's life on Mars. I have no idea where that came from, but sure. Yeah, it rained all day on and off here. As Matt well knows, because Matt lives, I don't know, what, 30, 40 miles away, if that. Maybe a little more, because it's 10 miles across the sound? Something like that. 10 or 12 miles across the sound from Connecticut to Long Island. And then he's that way. He's more closer to New York City. I'm in Connecticut. Connecticut. New England. The most southern New England part of New England. The only thing more southern than me is the panhandle of Connecticut that kind of tucks down under New York. That's the only part of Connecticut or New England that's more south than I am. Can't get much more south. I shouldn't say that. The whole coastline of Connecticut kind of arcs slightly south as it goes down. New York City. Where do you get that? What the hell are they eating in that stupid ad? I can see the little thing and I can't even think of what the hell it is. Don't. There's nothing here. Actually, I shouldn't say that. If you were going to come visit Connecticut as a tour person, the best thing you could ever do is take a boat up the Connecticut River, because all the cool stuff in Connecticut is on the river. You got Gillette's Castle, you've got all the parks that are along there, you've got Essex, and because there's a bunch of like tall ship repair shops. So there's always tall ships in Essex, where all the sailboats are and the repairs. That's where the Eagle, the Connecticut Eagle, which is the Coast Guard's sailing ship instead of being a regular, motorized ship, that gets repaired there all the time. Another thing you can do is go up the Thames River and see electric boat and check out all the submarines, but you can't even really do that because if you get too close, there'll be about 18 cop boats on you with freaking submachine guns in about 30 seconds. And they're just touring the river these days. I remember a day there used to be like one or two of them going up and down the river, and now there's like 10 of them that just kind of hover right outside the EB. They just sit in the river with their lights going. Yeah, there's not much in Connecticut off the beaten path. I mean, it's weird. Connecticut is like, to be honest, the southern third of Connecticut is more in the sticks than the northern half. The northern half is, Hartford, and unless you go on either end, I don't know. Connecticut's a weird little state. There's a lot of like little cities, and yet there's a lot of like little backwoods towns. Like most people think I live in the woods. If you looked out my yard, you'd be like, you live in the sticks. And yet there's like literally I can see them out this window. There's a whole beach community of like 10,000 people in the summer. And out there, right out that closet, if you go like a mile of Soundview Beach, where there's like 30 or 40,000 people in the summer. And Point of Woods is right there. Like literally, you look out this window, and if there weren't trees in the way between here and there, you can see Point of Woods. And then Rocky Neck. Yeah, I don't like people. That's why I kind of like where I am, because I'm in an area that's populated enough so there's like Home Depots and Lowe's and Walmart's all within a 15-minute driving distance. But if it weren't for the summer here and the beach people, this would be great. It's just the summer really, really sucks here. Well, the last couple of summers haven't been so bad, because the summer not this past summer. This past summer's been COVID, so the beaches were all closed, so there was really nobody around. And the summer before that, the weather was absolutely terrible every weekend. We had like up to 10 or 12 summer weekends, I guess it is. Like, I think it's 12 that they consider, beach weekends. 12 beach weekends, right? 8, 10, 12. Yeah, 12. Anyway, there was like 10 rainy weekends of the 12. So it wasn't that bad, because all the beach people don't come to the beach if it's raining. Yeah, my internet's not so great. It's not the worst, but it's not so great. But that's partially because of my driveway. Because I actually have optical to my driveway. The problem is my driveway is like a half mile long, and I'm copper all the way up my driveway. So I have a big internet drop just going up my driveway. Which we're trying to get that fixed, but they want a lot of money to run the optical line up the driveway. Probably an hour or two till you call it quits. Yeah, I'm about done. If no one else is going to jump in, I'm going to kill it. It's been an hour. And it's Monday night. And I bet everybody else is on Discord, because that's their thing now, is everyone hangs out on Discord. Is everyone on Discord, Bob? That's what I'm calling it. I think I'm going to crawl into bed and watch the last. I think I got 1 or 2 more episodes of Eureka left. But it's pretty much all I've been watching for television. I was thinking about that the other day. I have not turned on the television to watch television in like 9 months, since like March. Maybe before that. I mean, I'll turn it on in the morning to put the news on. And it's funny, I'll put the news on and like go to the bathroom, brush my teeth. And usually in that time, because no matter which channel or local you're watching, they all do. Whether on the 3s, whether on the 8s, whether on the 10s, whatever. So I just come in here, hit the old DVR, rewind it to the weather, watch the weather, and then shut it off. Yeah, I'm not on Wexter's either, because I can't afford to be part of his Discord. I feel left out. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, it's all right. I'm not going to bother. I mean, you can go ahead if you guys want to, but it's not like I can stop you. But I'm not going to get on Discord. Although I got it running right now. Anybody in Chris's right now? Just Bob. Bob's in there. Yeah, I'm done. It's Monday. What'd you do? Give him 1 month of Patreon? I have no problems giving him money. I just don't have any to give him. I wouldn't a heartbeat. I love his models. And I don't even think I'd print them all that much, because I'm not big on printing the, I call them shelf dust collectors. They're real pretty, but they just sit on a shelf and don't do anything. I mean, I got a few of them. Actually, I got Fat Man. That's his. But I got a few of but I just don't want a collection of junk on a shelf. I have enough. Damn troublemaker, Bob. That's right. You are a troublemaker. You're always making trouble. You're one of those that starts the fight and then stands back and just watches. Because, haha, look at these two idiots. I know you're tight. You were going to go in there, but now you know Bob's in there. You're not going? Yeah, don't blame me. No, Jake, you get right in there. You are not a back off. You start the fight and you stand right there and puff up your chest and go, rah! Don't even try and be one of those. You back off. You're right in there. You start a fight and you keep it going. You're actually one of those guys. He probably starts the fight and you just jump right in because you just like to. Yeah, we know you, Matt. We know you're tight. You like to fight. Are they ever going to let you back on Twitter? You know, if you get a new modem / router, from what I understand, you can actually, or get a VPN. Just do a VPN and then back channel into Twitter again. I sent back Waraki's package to you, but next time I'm keeping it. Oh, that's right. They did get a couple of mixed up orders, huh? Yeah, can't blame them. It happens. Yeah, freaking printed solid. Those guys can't get nothing done right. Jeez. No. Gots to love the Jesse PLA. I need more Jesse PLA. It's just fun. If nothing else, I like it. Not only is it good, but I like it because it is inexpensive. And it's one of those. I have a habit of I got a bunch of proto pasta that I just never print with it because I'm like, I need that perfect thing because it's expensive and you get the little roll. And if you screw it up, you're like, you don't have enough. And with the Jesse, you're just like, this is really cool filament. Oh, and it's inexpensive, so I can print. And if it screws up, who cares? Just print another one. You need to buy more. It's not ridiculously expensive. Chris put the wrong address in his profile. What? He's got Matt's address in his profile. Wow. So Matt gets all of Waraki's gifts from. Did you get a lot of boxes from just to Warakaki there, Matt? Oh, crap. Yeah, I know. I was just joking. I was kidding. Cool. So do you really think you're going to be able to get that dryer all set up and everything? And start running a line? And how is that going to be, just curiosity, how's that going to be with the line? Because now to switch back and forth, you got a couple, 3 hours of total, do you have to tear it down to switch it over, or can you just run a bunch through and hope it grabs all of whatever was there before? And that would be my biggest thing. When I switch from PLA to PETG, I don't have any problems. I just push the PETG through and it clears out the PLA. But when I go to switch back, I have a real hard time clearing out the PETG and almost always have to pull the extruder apart and do a cold pull. And I can just never just push out all of the PETG with the PLA. I always seem to have problems. The PETG always leaves residue. So that's a major thing. You're going to need another line for that. That's it. You just need another line for PETG. That way you can just run a PETG line and a PLA line. So what are you gonna do? Plan on like running PETG for a week and then clean it out, and then run PLA for a week and then clean it out, kind of thing? That you're playing? Just curious. Yeah. I would assume you do need room, but yeah, your old partner, he's got another building right down the street, and all he does is fill boxes with your scraps. So I'm sure he's got enough room there where you could run an O line in his building. You wouldn't mind. It's just a hobby to him, anyways. He's like right across the little parking lot from you, right? Anyway, it has been an hour, and since no one else wants to jump in here, I am gonna kill it and probably go watch Eureka. I've got to say, I really liked Eureka, but I remember now I kind of faded away. Why do you need twice as much? Oh, you need twice as much because now you have PETG and PLA. I got you. Anyway, so I'm gonna kill it because I'm yawning and tired and blah blah blah. So y'all have a good night, and tomorrow's another day, and blah blah blah. All right, I'm off. Later, guys.